A mother's flag. Now that is cool. So this was presented to me as a mother's flag when I was requested to build the frame for it. I was a bit puzzled. Is it something I hadn't heard of before? The story relayed to me made it even more disappointing that I wasn't aware of such a flag and its importance, especially since I'm a veteran and I served my country during the first Gulf War. I wasn't able to find a great deal of information online about mother's flags, or service flags as they're commonly referred to, but I think I got enough to relate to everyone watching this video, the story behind them, and why they're important. The Gold Star Mothers Club was formed shortly after World War I to provide support for mothers that lost sons or daughters in the war. A custom began in which families of servicemen hung a banner called a service flag in the window of their homes to honor those sons or daughters that were serving or had been lost. Therefore, the flag also became known as a mother's flag. The service flag, or mother's flag, had a star for each family member in the military. Living servicemen were represented by a blue star, and those that had lost their lives were represented by a gold star. Membership in the Gold Star Mothers Club is available to any American woman who has lost a son or daughter in service to the United States. On the last Sunday in September, Gold Star Mother's Day is observed in the U.S. in their honor. It's my understanding that this particular flag comes from a small county in northern Idaho. It was saved from a Legion Hall that was being demolished, so it is assumed that this was their version of the mother's flag for their local service members. It is also my understanding that this particular flag comes from World War II and was donated to the museum by Beth Holcomb, whose husband served in World War II. The museum reached out to me to appropriately frame this flag. Understandably, they didn't want the frame to overshadow the flag, and they wanted the frame to look like the flag had been in there for many, many years. When I started asking some questions about design elements, I was simply told that they trusted my judgment since I was a veteran. Extremely high praise, and a tough standard to live up to for sure. This project is far less about building a simple frame and more about making something to honor service members that sacrificed for this country. There's really no crazy woodworking things that haven't been done many, many times before. Yes, I did some coves on the table saw and added some Dutchman to the back for strength, but it's what's inside the frame that's ultimately important in this project. If you'd like more information about how I did some of the woodworking things, please reach out to me and I'm happy to share those details with you. And now with the glass finally in, I can honestly say this one's done, and I'm super proud of this project. It's all framed up and ready to go hang in a place of honor. Please remember, all those stars represent families whose lives were forever changed due to conflict in the United States. For the record, I donated all of my time and material for this project.